Good morning, everyone. It's time for my ATC week 2. I have put together a video showing how I did week 2. I really am pleased with it. I tried some new techniques. That is what I hope to happen with this challenge that I'm on, is to try different things with mixed media. I hope that you're joining along with me. I've had a lot of good comments and a lot of good feedback on my week 1. So let's do this together. Get a deck of 52 cards. It's not too late. Do 2, do 3 in a week. Catch up. So we're on week 2, and there's 52 cards in a deck. There's 52 weeks in a year. It's only one a week. You can do this. I know you can. It's fun. I love the challenge. I love using all the different mixed media projects and art products, and it's light in my soul, and I hope it is you too. So follow along and see what I come up with for week 2. And until next time, happy painting. All right, here we are. I'm just putting some liquid patina onto this plain card. This is a Jack of Diamonds that I'm using today. And I tore this image out of the newspaper last week, and I really like that rose. Since we're on the red week, I thought it'd be good to use that rose. So I'm adhering this card. I should have cut that piece of newspaper down to size a little bit more. It would have been a little bit easier to handle when you're putting the liquid patina onto it. But whatever, you just try and figure it out as you go along. So I put that on as best I could, and then it wasn't dry yet. I went ahead and I cut the paper around the card and got that all cut to the same size of the plain card, because that's my goal, is to keep it the same size of the plain card. And so got that all adhered on there, used a little bit more liquid patina, and adhered that all down. If you need any products, liquid patina or any paint products, you can find them on my website at thepaintedphotographer.com, along with this wallpaper decoupage paper. This is a Roycycled product, and I do sell Roycycled decoupage paper on my website. And this is my favorite. It's called Wallpaper. I use it all the time. I absolutely love it. So I placed that on there. I ripped one side and then I just cut it off on the other side. For January, I am using the color red because it is the birthstone of the month. Here, this rose was a little dull, so I went in with my colored pencils and colored it red. I put this part not at fast speed because I wanted you guys to be able to see this process just a little bit clearer. So I'm just adding in some red here and there with that colored pencil and just scribbling. You can see those scribble marks just add a little bit of color to this card. And I just was trying to figure out what I wanted. And then I took some brown, and I wanted a little bit of shading on this card. I wasn't sure how I was going to get some shading, but you know me, I got to have shade and highlights and all those kinds of things. So I used that brown. Then I came in with the green and added it to the leaves, thinking, okay, this might help if I add a little bit more color. This rose is looking very vintagey, which I really like that look. Going with this card. So added that little bit of green on there, and it's turning out really good so far. So wanted the rose to pop just a little bit more. Added a couple more reds and a little bit of orange colored pencil to it, smearing the colored pencil as much as I could to try and get it outside the lines, because you know, we're artists. We don't have to paint inside the lines. We can go outside those lines. And so here I'm going in with a little bit of red orange, trying to brighten that rose up just a bit. And so I'm using a stamp. So this is the same letter that I used on my week 1. So I'm using the other red stamp that was on there. And that side was cut a little close, so I decided to go with a straight edge and just have the torn edges on the other side. And then you got to figure out where you're going to place it. And I placed it down in that bottom right corner there, and thought that that was the best place for it. I hated to cover up the leaf on that rose because I really did like that leaf, but other placements just didn't seem right to me. So again, going in with the liquid patina, and I do use a generous amount of liquid patina because this is a thicker piece of paper, piece of envelope and stamp that you're going to stick on there. So you're going to want to make sure that it's down and it stays down. So don't be afraid to press it down. Make sure that you get that liquid patina underneath that stamp as much as you can. Then the colored pencils are water soluble, so you can go right over top of them and they will not smear or run. And then I'm just adhering that stamp down a little bit more. It kind of peeled up, making sure that everything is very secure on that portion of it. I tried to use this gold dot. This gold dot was part of that. It was kept the envelope. It was the envelope sealer stamp on the back, and it just wasn't working for me. So ditch that idea. And then I came in with weathered wood. So this is a DIY paint product, which I sell DIY on my website. It's an amazing type of paint that if you don't use DIY paint, you really should try it out. And I deliver right to your front door. So if you have any interest in ordering some clay-based paint, you can hit me up on my website. I also sell it locally at Foreman's Farm Home in Medford, Wisconsin, and it is great to use for your mixed media projects, which I hope some of you are doing that. I wanted some age to this card, so I just started to use that weathered wood and age up those edges just a little bit and making sure that all of that was just aging and making this card look like it had been around for a while. So I just aging it up a little bit and taking that paint and trying to darken in some of those edges like that. I darkened around the stamp to make it look like it wasn't just floating there in thin air. So it kind of it uses it as an anchor. Same with this decoupage paper. I anchored that down so it's still on the face of there, but it also looks like it has some depth to it, and it's not just up there. So here's the card. I'm really liking it. I really like the way that this is turning out. I went ahead and put just another coat of liquid patina on top of it because sometimes that, I just aged it with that chalk paint. I did have a lot of suggestions to put the week and some other details on the back of the cards. So I did that with week 1 and week 2 and just added the date of when I did it. And then I also just added whatever color that I was supposed to be representing on that week's card. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope that you were following along with me. If you need any products, hit me up on my website at thepaintedphotographer.com.